Welcome to Mondays on The Real Volution. This week is a free week, so I thought I would answer a question that was sent to me specifically on our Real Volution Gmail. Basically, it's from a lovely girl called Lisa. She says, just finished watching your video on YouTube on best sex positions for fat girls. Love the advice. Wondering if you had any more tips for me in my personal situation. I'm also a size 24 and my man is in great shape but not as well endowed as your man sounds. Thus, it's a bit hard to achieve success in some positions such as doggy style and the straddling one you talked about where you ride his penis back and forth because it's sticking out to the front. We've tried and had no success. I can't find any other info online or sex tips for plus size women with men with small penises, so any help would be much appreciated. So, as great as doggy style is, it is a really hard one for big girls, I think, because of the fact that we have extra large bums, extra large thighs, which means that it's a lot harder for someone who's not so well endowed to get in there, you know what I mean, to actually be in the right position to be able to really, really penetrate you properly. Which is really hard. And I think that the only thing I can give you in terms of just kind of straightforward doggy is for you to open your legs up as wide as you can so that you don't have any of the flesh from your thighs in the way. Of course, this does mean that you do have to be quite flexible and make sure you really have lots of pillows right up against your hips so that you're tilted in the right direction. So I don't know if you remember, but in the last video that I made about sex positions, I talked about this commando crawl one. And I'm going to draw you a picture because I didn't do a very good job of explaining the position to you in that last video. But I kind of discovered this position with an ex-partner of mine who was also not so well endowed. And it was by far the best position for someone who was fat and whose partner was not so well endowed. Okay, so I want to apologize in advance for my ridiculous stick figures, but this is you. Okay, now you are facing the bed, so your stomach is against the bed with your right leg bent and your left leg straight. And your partner, he is going to place one leg here and one leg here so that he's straddling your left leg. So I thought it would be a good idea for me to actually draw the partner in. Now, as you can see, he is straddling your left leg. So there's one of his legs there, rested really kind of underneath your right leg, or the thigh, and then his other leg is there. So he's straddling your left leg. Is that understandable? I hope it is. It's a really brilliant position, and all it takes is a bit of experimenting to see what you need to do and what your partner needs to do to get it right. So if you're in this position, you can actually then roll over onto your left side so that you look more like this. So you're on your left side facing the right, your left leg is the one against the bed and it's bent, and your right leg is up and that's also bent. And your partner is going to put his leg in the same position. He's not going to move. You're the one that's going to move. So he's going to still have his leg between here and then the other one there. So he's straddling that left leg. Now, I should mention that because I'm such a shitty drawer, it does look like you've got your leg, up in the air. Just remember that this leg is also touching the bed. So it's not just kind of up in the air, okay? Here is a picture of what it looks like with the partner there, okay? So he is forget about his arms, he doesn't need arms, but see how he's actually straddling this left leg? Now from that position, you can actually lift up your leg. That's your right leg right there. You can lift that up and your partner can hold it. And in that position, because your legs are so wide, that's your left leg, that's your right leg. Is that right? Yes, I'm right. It's okay. So that's your right leg, that's your left leg. Because your legs are so far apart, your partner is basically scissoring with you, which means that there's a greater chance of, deep penetration. So I really, really hope this works for you because it's a brilliant position and it worked for me. My current partner and I still use this position, the scissoring position, and it is so deep that his penis actually does hit my cervix. And it is so sensitive and awesome that sometimes it's just far too overwhelming, and I have to ask him to just calm down a little bit. As for you being on top, Lisa, the best thing for you if your partner is not so well endowed is not the sitting position where he is sitting up on a couch. He needs to be flat on his back and you need to be on top of him. And the weight, your weight should actually push yourself onto his penis, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And in this position, you can still move back and forth, not just up and down. But I definitely think that for someone whose penis isn't so large, sitting upright. So the kind of part two of you being on top, where I said that the partner's sitting up on a couch, it's not going to work as far as I can see. So try with him on his back and see how you go. So Lisa, I hope this helped. It's difficult, and like I said, you just have to be brave and not feel like an idiot, when you're doing it. Just remember that your partner loves you, and that no matter how stupid you feel in the positions that you try, he's there trying it with you. And so don't be shy, and tell your partner not to be shy as well, and not to feel not to be so hard on himself if he's starting to worry about his penis size. There are ways around it. I found ways around it and they were brilliant, and all you have to do is just experiment. I know I have some other videos from way back when I first made the first sex video, people asking more questions, and I know that I haven't gotten to them, and I'm very sorry. And I will try to make a video either here or on my own channel to get things going again, because there were some other ones that were really, really good. So yes, this is fucking long, so I'm gonna go now. Good luck, Lisa. Let me know how it goes.